we have another film to talk about.
But stuff.
Which film is that, guys? What film is
Oh,
that?
you like butt stuff?
Sure.
Okay.
Butts. Alright, anyway.
Farty.
Violet Night is the movie we watched. Delayed Christmas film. So Violent Night is the next film we will be in discussion about.
Yo.
Yes.
You like that wording?
It's very good movie.
I would like to say it was very amusing because the only day that this film didn't show on was Christmas
Yes.
How did it?
in most theaters for some fucking reason. It's just reruns of Avatar.
Avatar took up all
And
this
the menu
sports,
was what I watched on Christmas for like, what the fuck? Why not show it? I don't understand. But yeah, it was already like, I don't know, it was streaming on something, but yeah, I think.
No.
But does anyone knows how short the time spans between movie and theater and going on to video on demand is
It's
now?
getting short now.
It's probably because of COVID, right?
So, like, even I'd say in 2021 to 2022, it'll take longer than it is for that movie, that particular.
Because a lot of
And even Glass
releases
Onion.
happened like simultaneously. Like we watched like
Yeah.
Halloween and stuff like that. That happened just simultaneously. Just
Right.
goes on to both in theaters and streaming. Movies like Strange World, the Disney one, that had like a couple of weeks, and then it's on Disney Plus already.
Right.
Yeah, Glass Onion had, it had like 4 weeks, but also like it was only in theater for 1 week. But yeah.
I feel like it's getting shorter
Yeah.
in terms of if it's not a simultaneous today. But
Also, because most companies have their own streaming services. That's probably
Yeah,
also,
they're just
which is also probably
pushing-
mostly because of COVID. That they're
yeah,
like
but now they're
pushing
just
stuff
pushing
even more.
everything on there. Be like, yes,
Yeah.
watch it now.
Also, I feel like probably also because like movie theaters just aren't making as much money as they were before because of COVID.
But it's
But
like
we're bringing it
getting
back.
out
We're
of
bringing it
COVID,
back
yeah.
with Avatar 2,
Yeah.
baby. Which we'll talk about in the news. But like, yeah, we're kind of coming back.
Yeah,
Well,
I
Top
thought
Gun
we're
was
already
Top
going
Gun
at
did
it.
really well. Then Avatar 2 did even better. And then
Yep.
yeah,
Mm.
Yep.
I think everyone's just getting used to streaming services, man, and they kind of people are more reluctant.
yeah, because
to go on
like
that.
mainly I reckon because like COVID happened, so no one was going to the
Yes.
movies, and now that everyone's like, oh, because we need to watch stuff on streaming. Now people are like, why would I want to go to the movies when I can sit in the comfort of my home?
Yeah,
But
I mean,
also, yeah.
the movie companies themselves, they're not giving the incentive by simultaneous.
Except James Cameron,
Yes, Mr. Cameron.
because
he
you
knows
can't
what's
you can't
happening.
sit at home watching Avatar 2, bro. Like, what are you gonna do? Watch fucking 3D?
That's what I did.
You gotta,
The 3D
You gotta-
copy.
you have the 3D. Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
watched Avatar 1, and he had a 3D copy, but like no,
Oh,
so it just
So,
looked
like,
fucked.
Yeah, look.
Yeah,
damn.
Epic, man.
Wear sunglasses and watch it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I had to stretch one side of the 3D to fill up the whole screen,
Yeah,
and it
Jeez.
was like extra good.
yeah.
That was
Anyway, sorry, what were we talking? We're talking about Violet Night, right? Yeah,
Christmas.
Christmas.
Carissima
Alright,
Sue.
we'll give. I can't remember who directs this one, but it stars
James
David
Cameron.
Harbour and more people.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
Wow, very.
Did we watch it together, by the way?
I feel like we did.
I feel like we also did, right?
We
Did we talk about? We probably talked about Die Hard while watching it, actually.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
think
what's
we
Is
did.
Die
Die Hard
Hard
a
about
Christmas
it? And then
movie?
you're like, it's very
Yeah.
Die Hard. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, he venting.
Yeah.
Yes, I was like, oh yeah,
We
that's
definitely
Die
watched this
Hard.
one together. Yeah.
Was Thomas there with us? Yeah,
Thomas was there. Yeah.
Yes. The movie was very Die Hard Home Alone.
Yeah, yeah.
That is the
A
movie.
specific homage to.
Rainbow movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It itself being a Christmas
so
movie.
what do you
Oh
thought?
yes, the movie. Kind of funny. had some cool action scenes, but not all of them were cool. But it was all right.
It wasn't cool as ice. It was cool as snow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Had fun. Had the fun vibes of when I was watching Nobody.
Ooh. All right, my take, boys. I'm gonna have to say something to you.
Go on.
I'm on a bit of a contrary perspective because my views on this film. Well, I think it is an average film. I will try and present probably opposites to you to show that I don't think this film is that good.
Okay.
I feel like this film wants to be Nobody. Well, it wants to be Santa, but it wants to be the film Nobody. But I don't think it does it very well. Because for me, pretty much none of the jokes land, except maybe when Santa's doing a couple of the one-liners. There's cute, there's fun. But all the characters in this movie are fucking insufferable. I wanted them all to fucking die. Which is a tricky thing, because it's like, do you want that to be the... Like, because the characters are obviously written to be unlikable.
Yeah.
It's a real glass onion. That's I get that's what you said in the last review. But they're the hostages, so you're meant to kind of care about them. I guess the character you're meant to care most about is the daughter.
Yeah.
Because even her dad is a scumbag. Yeah, and the mum's, I guess, okay.
Mom's just there.
Kind of just saying.
She's a victim of divorce. Good.
Oh, yeah, the parents are divorced, right? Yeah. But, yeah.
Goes to show how not memorable
Maybe,
this is
yeah,
for
is
him.
that, when we watched it, do we just make jokes about divorce? Is that how I remember
think we
watching
made
it?
a few.
Yeah. Did I talk about perpetually divorced James Cameron? Was that a joke that came up? This is like a thing. I don't know how legit it is, but like James Cameron, at least
It's
during the making of the film, he was getting divorced or something, so he just writes the character to be like, I hate my bitch of an ex-wife. And in Avatar 2, when the families meet, and then they're going like, oh, my wife, am I right, dude?
I hate my wife.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the movie. Yeah, I don't think the action was very good, which is kind of disappointing because it's the team, I think, that did Nobody, maybe. Definitely not the same team that wrote it.
Definitely not the same director.
Or the same director, but I think the choreo team is the same.
Yep. Which makes sense.
And like, it's okay, but like half the movie, there's like one really big action sequence, which could have been cool, but it was also obscured in darkness. So like, I couldn't really
it's really weird.
make out a lot of it, which is weird because like, the movie's rated R. Like, you can show gore and stuff. So it's like, yeah. I don't know. I was quite bored for a lot of it because just the action wasn't that impressive, and like, the story's not very good, but like, it's fine if the concept, the action kind of steps it up. But I don't know. I feel like you can have fun if like you go in for some action. Like, maybe it's just because I watch a lot of action movies that are like very well made. So I'm like, yeah. And also because I've seen movies like this so many times, including Nobody, that did it so much better, where it's like you get someone who's kind of grizzled, old, but I watched fucking a man who killed Hitler and then killed Bigfoot, okay? This movie is better than that movie by a lot, by so much.
Old man punch.
Yeah, you know what I mean? This is like old man beats some people. Yeah. They kind of do a thing with like flashbacks and shit that I thought it does not pay off at all.
Viking
like,
backstory.
That's spoiled. Yeah, I think that's treading this spoilers, mate. I think David Harbour gives a good performance. I thought the villain gives a good performance. Very super cartoony, over the top villain.
Yes.
Kind of fun. Like, I did get the vibe. I liked how they had all Christmas-istic things. That was very cute. There was one villain there I absolutely fucking hated because he was written to just be annoying.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
It's not a spoiler, really. The guy who like is literally in the hostage room.
Yeah.
The psychopath.
Who's like meant to be a psychopath, but he's just really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
He doesn't really come off as a psychopath. He just comes off as just like a dick.
Maybe that's all it takes to be a psych.
Yeah.
in the eyes of society.
Yeah.
Oh, this was a
Facts.
society movie all along.
Anyway, so I should probably just come on. Yeah, I think this movie is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. All right, we'll talk about
Very
acting.
good. Acting. I thought Santa Man,
David Harbour
Mr. David. I
of
think
Gran
he did pretty
Turismo
good. Yeah, he's
2023
gonna be in Gran
fame.
Turismo.
Frame.
I think he did all right.
Yeah, I think it was alright. His dialogue wasn't great, but like it kind of cheesy fun sometimes.
But he did a good
when
Santa.
he has good like when he does one-liners. Other than that, it wasn't like yeah. He was a pretty
He was a good Santa
nice physicality to his role.
guy.
Guy doing a bit of punches, a bit of hammers swinging around, maybe
Cool.
bit of cool stuff. Yeah, I thought the performance of the villain was also really good. High energy,
Oh, yeah.
very
What's
good.
his-
He's
guy?
he's a very like likable villain. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you like to see him. In terms of the acting of other people, it was kind of hit and miss. I think like
Yeah.
I can't remember if the son in the family was like he was annoying, obviously, because he's
The
meant to be
gamer.
annoying. But I can't remember
not
if he
the
was
gamer.
also bad acting.
It's a TikTok star.
Yeah.
I feel like he played his part. That was it. You can't distinguish quality of acting from what he was written to be.
Okay, yeah. I
He's
just
written to be
I,
an annoying TikTok kid.
it
and
wasn't
he
a very
delivered.
memorable performance, I
Yes.
guess, because I don't remember him. Like, but yeah.
No one wants to remember annoying
Oh,
TikTok
but what a
people.
terrible character.
He delivered on the character.
Yeah, the thing, like half of this movie, I was fucking annoyed because everyone was being really annoying.
Yeah.
And it's, I'm
Yes.
just like kind of don't want to like it's
There's annoying and then there's too annoying.
yeah, and this movie definitely did too annoying for me.
There's
Oh,
annoying.
Oh, bear in mind,
with
I also have
taste,
to
and then there's annoying.
preface this by saying I actually had pretty high expectations for the movie because like they said it was something to do with John Wick in terms of like I think it was the choreo team or something,
Right.
and then it started to get all right reviews, and then like the reviews have actually dropped a lot since I saw it initially. So like, okay, people still I think are pretty positive on this one, but like not as much as they were.
Yep.
But like, yeah, fuck, I really did this. Maybe I didn't even like this movie. Maybe it's worse than average for me. I don't know. Oh, so that was acting.
Yeah, cool.
We'll talk about the writing, I guess.
Oh, you?
Yeah, I mean, you've already kind of said I just don't like it
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Touched on it a fair bit.
Like the concept is cool. It's just like you could have made the movie funnier.
Yeah.
The jokes just aren't funny. The script is so generic and boring.
Yeah.
and sometimes
it's
do
not-
seem a
it's-
little forced.
Yeah. Though, like, I get it's meant to be homages to other things.
But
it's not like- It's not really innovating in a way, other than having Santa do stuff. I like how Santa uses magic to fight. That's kind of creative. Like, it's like it's
not a
actually got
magic
like a
book.
bit of mystical stuff to it, which is pretty neat. It's not just Santa bashing people. Like, no, it's not just a guy in a Santa costume bashing people. It's like Santa is fighting people, which is really pretty cool.
decent.
I wish they just like shot it better in like nicer
Oh, yeah.
lights and stuff.
But there's like in those that specific action scene. Like, there's also some funny. The soldier guys just
Oh,
walking up, be like,
yes,
yes, you
that's
get
the
to
thing we
beat
noticed.
up.
None of the action scenes had any tension because all of the soldiers would walk up to Santa and let them be beaten up
Yeah.
because soldiers don't fire guns in this movie.
That's the thing.
Except for a shootout at the end of the film. They do not fire fucking guns. Or if they do, it's just like very delayed shoot at the roof or some shit.
Yeah, the choreography is weird.
The choreography was
Like, they
fucking
just walk
bad.
up.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
I guess the thing
No,
was
yeah,
like,
that's what I got really pissed off about because I was just like, why is nobody? You all have fucking guns. Why is nobody shooting?
I think the idea was like it's dark so they can't see. But
But they
Yeah.
have the fucking night vision cameras, right?
And there's
Oh,
there's
yeah.
like a guy outside with a heartbeat sensor, I think.
It's like in Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a COD thing, but I guess not.
Bravo
Huh?
6 going dark. Oh
Yeah.
shit, we can't see you, Captain Price.
Santa
Santa,
Invisible.
it's Santa, Captain Price. No, mate, that's just General Shepherd. You know, and it's
I
funny
don't
COD
get these
references. To that, yeah,
COD gamers. Shout out to the COD gamers.
pretty sure
Yes.
Santa's in COD. Yeah,
Yeah, so that scene's kind of shit.
yeah, that's the main action sequence of the film
Yes.
we're talking about. By
That's
the
the
way,
big action scene.
it was in the trailers and stuff. Right.
Going back to general plot things. I feel like the plot with the family being in hostage
Yeah.
wasn't that great, but it wasn't supposed to be that important either, was it?
It
In
was so
the
they
likes-
could kind of do the Die Hard thing, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
but like the reasoning behind them being hostages is like the money, and like family divorce, so we need the money.
There's like two plots, and that was kind of along the side.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like that wasn't really strong at all.
I feel like, yeah, I guess the strength of that part is meant to be like the daughter and Santa connecting, right?
Yes,
I think they did all right with
The
that.
magic of Christmas.
Yeah.
It
It's
was
like-
supposed to be the main
yeah,
thing. In
that's
this.
the main
I think
thing.
that was
but, like,
cute,
that was
yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other plot, which I guess is only a means to that plot.
And I
Yeah,
generally,
it was-
like, I wanted the fucking family to die, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hated everyone. And not in a way where it's like,
Oh,
with
one dude
Glass,
did
I just
die.
want to compare it with Glass Onion. It's like, those characters are bad, but it's fun to hate them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
they're written in a specific way, but it's just like everyone. The thing is annoyance. Okay, I'm just fucking annoyed at everyone in this movie. I'm annoyed at them. I'm annoyed at the fucking terrorists as well, because all of them they're annoying. I'm annoyed that people can't shoot guns when they're given guns, except for the end where some people who can happen to have shooting abilities now can shoot.
Because it's not dark anymore.
I don't fucking.
Still outside at night.
Yes.
The moon.
Anyway, that was writing. Yes.
Cinematography. I feel like I said a little bit about it, but yeah, some more.
Well, it was alright.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah.
I don't think it was like base average.
It's not based.
Not base.
Not base.
Yeah, I think to me the cinematography was, I guess, fine.
Yeah, it was.
It's just that, like, I don't know. I think it's maybe it's just the choreo being really bad that nothing had any impact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there wasn't any notable.
But like the
Shots I feel
cinematography
about
for the action wasn't like amazing either.
Yeah.
Like
Your typical.
at least it wasn't like super shaky cam.
Yeah.
But like they don't deserve props for that. That's just like at least it wasn't. All right.
Base style.
The editing and the visuals.
I like the visual.
I mean, it's low budget, so like when they do some CG, it's quite
thought it still
noticeable.
looks-
But like it's all right.
So even with the magic.
But stop obscuring things in darkness, bro. I gotta keep bringing that up because that's the main action sequence of the film, and it kind of did not work.
Hmm.
Yeah. Also, another thing I think about, like, this movie kind of didn't need to be R.
Yes.
It's not that gory.
Not orange.
When it is gory, it's gory enough to be like you can cut away. Like it's not
They did
gory
a-
enough to be
they
like
did
you
a
could cut away, and I think
a
they
few
have cut away a
cutaways,
few
yeah.
times. And like I said, like there's the big action sequence is pretty much mostly obscured in the dark.
Yeah.
I think they say a few naughty words,
Yes.
but like other than that, like
Anus.
honestly could have been a kids. They could have tried to do like okay, imagine
Home
doing
Alone.
like a fun family Christmas adventure that's like John Wick light with
Yeah.
Santa and a bit of a Die Hard Home Alone thing. Oh, the Home
Oh,
Alone
no.
scene was
There's a very
I'm just
specific Home-
Home
imagining
Alone scene
with
was
the
probably
Bugs Bunny,
the
like Santa hitting someone, like yong, 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 yong. The
Yeah.
cartoon sound effects.
that would be pretty fun actually.
That would
be
that would be a
funny.
funny
That's the
thing.
magic.
Yeah.
The Home Alone scene was pretty fun. I just remember that.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little forced, but yeah.
Yeah.
Also very specific. Yes, this is a Home Alone.
They also do a this is a Die Hard reference where he like gets the Die Hard DVD out of the thing.
Oh yeah.
Very on the nose.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Spelling it out.
I
for
will
us.
say this movie is better than a little film we watched actually last year, I think, called Home Sweet. Home
Yeah.
Alone.
Well, okay, that's for sure.
Yeah, that was quite a
That
bad
was
film.
fucking for sure.
This is a little better.
Home Alone with that fat kid with the funny gun. Yes.
Sound music. I don't remember
Sound
any
of
of the
Music.
music.
It was Christmas.
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 Walking around Christmas tree.
Hey.
All right. Do we have any non-spoiler
holiday.
stuff or doing against spoilers? Which is like I feel like there's nothing to spoil, but like yeah. All right, spoilers. Editor put a timestamp in the description. Have you? Do you do that for Spotify?
No.
You
But
can
you
probably timestamp like the stuff we talk about.
We can
Yeah,
So
but
definitely
I
that's what
can't do,
podcasts
uh,
usually do.
Where do I put the timestamps?
It's in the description of the episode.
Oh,
I
it's
can
worth
show
it.
you afterwards if you
Can you
want.
click on them?
Well, you
Or
just have to
just
drag
skip
You
it.
just have to
Yeah,
drag to
That's
it. Yeah.
fine.
All right.
But yeah. Anyhow. Fuck. What's an actual spoiler to talk about really here?
Oh,
The thing I feel like the only thing is spoilers maybe the divorce plot, bro,
divorce.
and the fact that the dad stole the money. That's like the only
Yeah.
mystery of the film.
I guess not a spoiler, but dude gets impaled once. That's it.
Very cool. Right? Yeah.
That's
Ugh.
one of the other R-rated things you can do. Like they did.
Getting
Yeah, so-
impaled like isn't necessary. It's just like if you show like it's
Bloody
because like
impaled.
you someone got impaled at the end of Multiverse of Madness. Like
Oh,
I don't think like yeah. Like just like imagine, can you imagine the film just without blood is kind of the thing,
Yeah.
and I feel like you probably could do
you
this
can
movie without
probably
blood.
had it.
I think someone gets stabbed in the eye once. That's kind of gory, but like yeah.
Oh,
The very last bit of gore was stylized enough, I think, that it was. If there wasn't blood, it might have been fine.
Yeah.
Or if you didn't show like a mutilated torso.
Yeah.
main villain guy. He hates Christmas.
Scrooge.
Yeah.
Mr.
It was
Scrooge.
very.
He's cringe.
He's very grinchy, very Scroogey. Yeah. And that was the. I don't feel like he needed to really justify it. To be honest, like if he hates Christmas, then like fuck it, he hates Christmas. That's fine. Honestly, that's like good enough for me. But then
Yeah,
he's
that's
like,
he had a funny,
but
I
my
guess,
dad
backstory.
hated me or some shit.
Yeah,
oh, his
my
parents probably
father-
got divorced. That's what we also.
Oh.
So we're trying to introduce to everyone here is getting divorced. So obviously the main parents are divorced, right? And then they. I don't like stories that do that. By the way,
Mm.
that's like. That's not even a personal gripe. It's just like
It discredits
that's not a
people
good message.
who are
I generally don't agree with.
products of divorce.
Yeah, it's say like oh
Just
You-
because
you're-
your parents were divorced doesn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's encouraging like kids to be like to really. It really pushes that thing of you need to have a mother and father
Mm.
for you to be able to live like a normal
I
life.
mean, it's like good, but
Yeah.
it's
Like
like
a real boy.
real boy.
And it's just like no, like oh, fuck,
Not
we're in
necessarily.
2022, bro. Like what are you talking? Yeah. And I don't. Yeah, I don't like that message. And when they did it in this one, yeah, I didn't like it. Yeah, the ending's pretty fucking dumb. Everyone kind of gets involved in the action.
Is it?
The mum starts shooting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
used
this
to
is a
hunt.
universe where no one can shoot guns. How come she can shoot guns? Okay.
'Cause I used to hunt with my daddy.
Yes.
I feel like the military trained people also used to have with their daddies. I don't know.
Mhm,
But
yes.
yeah, we introduced. Oh yeah, Santa's almost getting like potentially getting divorced. That's another fault. Like, yeah.
This is a very divorce movie, actually.
Um,
Yes, true.
We introduced that the villain parents probably got divorced because the way he talks about his father and not really mention his mother, but there is the implication that the mother was alive, not
Mhm.
dead, because he went on the list of naughty things he did. He broke his mother's heart was one of the things.
Yeah.
So that using my detective skills, I was like, oh, the parents probably divorced. because that's which is not like the main point of the theme of the movie, but just
happened
like
But
to
it's
like
a
actually-
thematic thing that keeps
I
coming
feel like
up.
the writer's got something.
Wasn't it on
personally-
Christmas that he accidentally killed his grandma, and that's why he hates Christmas? And was his grandma then on his mum's side? Which was why he broke his mum's heart. I don't know.
Why did he kill
Something.
grandma?
But like all of his
Because she accidentally
stories,
fell down the stairs.
all of his stories
Oh.
revolved around his father. So I assume the mother just like wasn't in the home. So either she was dead or like they were just divorced. That was my logic. And then by going, oh, they broke the mother's heart, he's probably still alive.
Yeah.
He wasn't dead.
You
So,
know,
yeah.
Batman, my father was a very violent man.
You like to say this every review we do, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
well, father mentioned.
Everyone who's getting divorced in this movie, like perpetually divorced James Cameron.
He's a giant James Cameron
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah. That was also just
yeah.
like generally going, like, it kind of annoyed me. It was like the way they treat that sort of thing. Yeah. But it's also kind of funny.
Speaking of funny, I like the scene where that whole backstory was mentioned, where Santa just name calls everyone, and be like, "I remember when you asked for this."
Yeah.
Yes, that
That was
was
a good scene.
good
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
Funny,
Yeah.
funny Santa moment. That's
I
a
like
very Santa
the
thing
Santa
to do.
mythos.
Yeah.
Like when they really commit to Santa being Santa, it's kind of cool. Which is like quite a bit of the movie.
Unexplored.
It's like the movie's not terrible. Like
Mm.
it, like Santa stuff is pretty cool. But like just so much of this movie annoyed me because it's just the characters are fucking annoying.
Yes.
Um, yeah.
Oh, one thing we could spoil: the Viking.
Oh yeah,
Story.
That was kind of served absolutely no purpose.
Yes, we're teased with a potential Viking backstory for Santa, but I guess it's just
It
like
was just to be like he has hammer, really.
yeah, just like oh, hammer guy.
As they
Yes.
explain, they never actually explain how he became Santa. By the way, they just go,
Mm,
he was
yeah.
a Viking. They give a. I don't understand why you'd show us a flashback of him as a Viking and not. It's just literally a flashback of him in a Viking costume, nothing
Yeah.
more than that, and not show us anything.
What
It was
he
just
did.
it was exposition for the fact that he used to be a killer.
Yeah, but like I feel like explain more. Like the only thing they said about his why he became sad is like kind of like essentially he's repenting, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of trying to make up for all of the sins of the past. I just feel like for a movie about Santa law, where's the actual lore of Santa? And I want to
Still
know, like,
keeping Santa a
did
mystery
Santa
in my
exist
head.
before that?
Loki.
And also, it does fall into the typical Christmas conundrum of like, how does Santa work in the universe where the parents definitely get their kids gifts and pretend they're Santa, which is what the parents were doing in
Mm.
this one. They specifically said,
Christmas magic.
but like Santa does exist as well.
Christmas magic.
Kind of seems like
folks.
they get double gifts, but that wouldn't explain. Like,
They'd be like, why did this thing show up in my house? Polar Express
Yeah,
does
yeah.
the same thing, by the
the
way.
parents
But, like, we don't-
are brainwashed, and they think they are getting
boss
gifts.
babe.
Actually, Polar Express can get away with it because Tom Hanks plays Santa and the dad, so technically.
Oh,
However,
the
does
same
Tom Hanks
person?
play Santa and the dad in this one? Because I don't think he does.
Oh,
Therefore,
that's not what I said.
no. That's I know.
That's what he said.
But that's,
That's
what
what he said. He's
I'm
pointing
saying.
at me though.
I don't know why I'm
He wants
pointing at
you
you.
to
I'm, just pointing,
understand.
I'm gesturing.
Yes. I'm
I'm
Italian.
Italian.
dad. I'm a dad.
Yeah, but yeah, Tom Hanks wasn't in this movie, so like this is kind of automatically bad writing. Like if they
Yeah.
cast Tom Hanks, then like automatically all of the Santa
Better than
law
me.
already established in the film Polar Express.
Slightly bloated Santa.
Because that movie is like maybe none of it happened. It might have all been a dream, which is like cute.
Life could be
But also
a
it could be real.
dream.
But this one is like the Santa logic doesn't really make
Life
sense.
would be tr-
But I don't know.
Which I guess is also like they don't want it to make sense. Otherwise, it's the
magic
mystery
is
of Christmas.
It is
the magic
fine.
of Christmas.
The only thing is, like, you don't need to ground it with the Viking stuff
Yeah.
to try and be like, oh, there is justification of stuff. You don't need to. It's fine. I actually much rather prefer it just literally being Santa gets put in this situation and has to fucking learn to fight.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he already
yeah.
knows how to fight, kind of.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's
I
okay.
prefer like skip the Viking stuff
Mm.
and it's just like more him learning. Because instead they go for the fact like he used to be very skilled and trained at this thing, and then he took like a bit of a break, like
Right.
basically the nobody thing.
And then instead of like him throwing the gun to somebody else, oh, let's see Santa use a gun.
Gun.
No, but no one was allowed to shoot guns.
Oh, but Santa, oh, he doesn't touch it.
No.
He's a role model.
He's a good boy.
He's
He uses grenades though.
Yes.
I think that's it for spoilers, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's for sure.
All right, we'll get into the verdicts now.
What's baby magic? Baby. Hey guys. Santa movie. Yes, Merry Christmas.
What the fuck are you saying?
I'm trying to think of what this movie was about. Yes, I enjoyed this movie. Got some cool moments, cool action scenes at certain points, but the big action scene, it wasn't that great. We due to some circumstances. Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes. Plot wise, I think some plot points work. Some are just supporting plots that are not that important. Therefore, the characters in them are not that good. But yes, I'd say it's alright movie. I give it 6 out of 10.
What's the name of the payoff hormone?
Serotonin.
Serotonin? I thought serotonin as well, but I felt like that wasn't it.
Serotonin's what you.
No.
Oh, dopamine.
Dopamine. I was
Oh.
running off of dopamine watching
Serotonin
this.
is like happy.
Wait, what?
Dopamine is like
Happiness and intimate. Being intimate.
Dopamine is when
Dopamine is when it's
yeah, it
payoff
is the payoff
hormone.
one. Where if
when
you
you're playing video games, bro.
Yeah.
yes,
Or when you watch annoying people get, or when you watch annoying people die. I was running off of dopamine
One guy
and
died.
nostalgia for this film.
Oh,
You're nostalgic for this film?
I was nostalgic for something that never existed.
the Christmas magic that never was.
And
Oh,
also
no,
for
that's
being
actually
a
called
kid.
the Polar Express, mate. Have you heard of
Oh,
this
so that-
2004?
I don't fucking know. It's 7.5,
Damn.
which is a hot take. I just
yeah.
ignored the bad stuff.
I'm honestly tossing between like a 4 and a 5. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like, because I don't recommend it, but like, I feel like maybe general audiences would be okay with this one. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's terrible. It has its fun time. Some of the kills are nice, I guess. The Santa stuff is cute. So, okay, I'll give it a 5. That's my Christmas generosity, you know?
Yes.
I'm giving, not taking. Giving an extra point.
Oh,
Oh, that's actually a complicated score. Hold on. You go for the 6.
5.8. Let's go for
Is
5.8
it?
if we round it. Yeah.
No, that's like 6 points. Because you have a
Wow.
7, right?
7.56, 5.8. Yeah, 5.8.
Oh, wait, no, yeah. You're right.
Righto, that's almost a 6.
Almost the same.
Yes.
Almost good.
And this is a special Unholy Trinity YouTube highlight from our Spotify and Apple podcast. Check it.
Mozzarella.
Cheese.